that looks like a Mustang but is not.
The shitbox EV.
I don't know. But then there's a whole other thing of marketing. You got to hire a whole other team of graphic designers and do this and do that and all sorts of different applications. And I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
It's a wild thing.
Where did that even start? The Volkswagen shirt.
Yeah,
okay,
Volkswagen
all right, let's get in. This will be probably at the end of the episode for this one. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's go. 307 Reacts. I am Matt. That is Chris. And on the screen in front of us, we have something that I haven't even read yet. It is Shaboozey, Let It Burn, and this is the official video. Now, this popped up on our watch later. You said you added it a while ago.
Yeah,
you didn't remember it first.
Scrolling through Instagram, doing my thing. And I find independent artists on there from time to time.
Okay.
So now this guy is with what was it? Not Epitaph.
Empire Records, I think.
So we'll see if we get away with this one. If we don't, I guess you won't see this episode.
Yeah, and it'll come out whenever it comes out. Hopefully, like the Ghost Towns ones that we're still waiting on. I think we're 15 days on that one now. So 30 days is coming, baby. Let's go. All we can do is cross our fingers and wait. So we watched about 5 seconds of this one just to get a feel for what's going on, and it seems like it's got kind of like a Rashad vibe,
kind of,
a little bit of that country vibe going on, but I'm not 100% sure. So with that, hit that subscribe button if you guys are down for this, and if you're down to support the local independent music kind of thing. I believe that's what's going on here. Again, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot. Don't have a whole lot of context here, but either way, hit that subscribe button. Come along with us for the ride. There's more information down in our description if you want to go a step further. And with that, let's just go, shall we?
Let's get it.
That's the first time the space bar's worked in like a week and a half.
Let's go.
Like reliably.
I know he hurt you, babe, but you won't come clean.
See, like what?
Is that
They say
Chevy?
time heals all, but the pain runs way too deep. You lied to yourself so much that you started to believe that love doesn't last, 'cause it's all you've ever seen. Grab the matches, start a fire, throw the memories in the flames. It's behind us. See the gold and the red, new horizons. Let it burn, let it burn. So run for the hills, baby, don't look back.
All right.
When you leave. There's a train headed west, move along, you got somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, all right. I want to hang out with this dude. Can we? I want to be in the street next to this dude, like just vibing with him, bro. Like he's got a whole thing going on.
He
dude.
does.
And like at first I'm like, okay, it is kind of a sad song, right?
Yeah.
Like a little bit of a sad song, but he's kind of like making the best of it, you know? He's kind of like, whatever, dude.
I got to do what I got to do.
World keeps on spinning, man. There's not a whole. I can't stop things. Like it's just gonna happen. Like you know what? Let's just let it burn. Let it burn, dude. Sometimes that's all you can do, you know?
Yep.
I guarantee every one of you has been in a situation where maybe even like physically where it's like something burns out of control and it's like just let it burn. You know, fire department all the time, right? Like there are fires that happen where the fire department shows up and they're like that's beyond saving.
Yeah.
It's going to burn to the ground.
We were speaking of EV vehicles before the show. You'll probably see it after. If an EV vehicle or an electric vehicle catches fire, they can't put water or foam on it because it gets worse. So the only thing they can do is block traffic and let it burn.
Yeah, let it like contain it from the outside and make sure nothing explodes or goes crazy and just burn off the edges of it, similar to like big fireworks displays. You know, they have the guy that sets off all the fireworks, and they have a fire team there that pretty much just makes a boundary and just spots for fires in the field wherever they're at. Put out all the little fires. We get a really good view of that in our town. Our fireworks display is up at our event center, and where they light them is basically right across the road from where you can park, and like so you can kind of see the whole thing happening while you're watching the show, and it's pretty crazy.
Cool.
It's pretty crazy to see how many fires actually get started during a big fireworks show. There's a lot, like especially out here because they do it in the middle of the prairie, because that's the only place to do it here is the prairie. So they
got lots of dudes with hoses.
They legit have like 3 fire trucks out there that are just dudes with hoses waiting to just put out fires around the thing. Just all right, there's one. Oh, over there's one. So I don't know if it's like that in your guys' hometowns or not. Let us know in the comments. But I love it.
So his Chevy he has in here, I couldn't tell you the year.
It's old. That's like
but
80s,
it's like a
C10
C10 or K10 or whatever.
Yeah.
The cool thing, those hubcaps. Okay, those Chevy hubcaps. I remember being a kid
with the little bow ties in the middle of them. Is that the ones?
Yeah. They're discs about this big.
Yeah,
it looks like a dog bowl or whatever. When you take them off, but like I remember as a kid, up and down the dirt road to my grandpa's ranch, people, a lot of people were driving those trucks as their ranch trucks.
Popular, yeah.
And, the road would washboard out or there'd be like potholes or whatever, and guys would be driving their trucks and lose the hubcap. Yep. And so I don't know how many we picked up off the side of the road.
Hell yeah.
But tech tip of the day, okay, if you have a truck and you still have the hubcaps and you're like, man, I really don't want to lose them, next time you're doing a tire rotation or whatever the case may be, there's like four or five like little... You'll see they kind of on the wheel, they stick out a little bit further to kind of like you press the aluminum onto it and then it just kind of holds it. If you take a little bit of silicone and put it on those little edges before you pop the plate on, you'll notice when you hit a big pothole or something and you look, the hubcap's like, it might be crooked, but like it's still holding, there's something almost like a glue still holding it on.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to use glue, because you can damage
you
don't
want to
when
stick to something and then rip something when it's coming off there or whatever.
Well, you go to service it and this guy's like, "What the fuck? I got Gorilla Glue on this shit," and fucking like he gets it off and breaks all sorts of shit. But no, just silicone will like hold it just a little more.
That makes sense. Kind of makes like seals in all the air gaps and shit, so it doesn't have that room.
Well, it's always going to have air gaps, but the point of it is like once the one side pops out, it's out. Like the rest of it's just going to fall off. So the silicone kind of holds it on there. I mean, it's not going to hold it at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
but,
okay, I got you.
It may. There's a better chance of keeping your hubcap that is impossible to find these days.
There you go. Yeah, that rare one for sure, absolutely. Yeah. And then if you go to buy new ones, I bet they're crazy expensive because it's like.
And they never fit right.
Of course.
And they're not like stupid expensive. I think for a whole set it's like $50.
For like actual genuine ones from the era?
There are no genuine
that like doesn't exist, right? That's what I'm saying. So
like they're remakes of to look like the original, but they never fit good.
That makes sense. So, yeah, because it's all CNC 3D printed shit. That's just
fuck if that. Yeah. It's probably the same guys that make the brake pads in the alley,
That's right. If you guys haven't seen our brake pad video, I don't even know how you would find. I think if you go to our channel and go to the search thing and type in making brake pads, you might find it on there. It's a pretty interesting video.
It is.
I learned a lot about at least one company that makes brake pads. I can't speak for all of them, but
company.
Anyways, the jean suit is a vibe, and Virginia looks a lot like Wyoming. I got to say,
parts of it.
The background that I'm like, oh, he's just on the way to Douglas. And it's like he just pulled over.
Well, and he could have filmed this not
somewhere
Virginia.
Else. Yeah, that's true.
But the story takes place in Virginia.
That's fair. So. All right, let's go.
I'm getting to California.
It does, yeah.
Back to base at 3 a.m. Some town on one, she went on the run. Felt like the world came crashing down, dead broke, she ain't had a fun shit. Sleepless nights, but not that fun yet. A bus stops, but ain't no bus coming. Pray to God, so please can you pull me out? But God said that the test ain't done yet. Contemplating leaving all this behind, but I'm begging you, don't give up yet. Life's a trip, and when he trip you up, you lace up and gon' run it up, yeah. Fog out, but the blue sky's coming. The universe is up to something. Do they count too far to turn back now? Grab the matches, start a fire. Throw the memories in the flames, it's behind us. See the gold in the red, new horizons. Let it burn, let it burn. Grab the matches, start a fire. Throw the memories in the flames, it's behind us.
Dude, he's such a vibe, man.
See the gold in the red, new horizons.
I want want to go fishing with this guy, man. I bet he catch some fish. Oh, yeah.
Start a fire, throw the memories in the flames, it's behind you. See the gold in the red, new horizons. Let it burn, let it burn.
Damn, I wasn't ready for it to be done yet.
That was awesome.
Shouts out to Brian Beck. Okay, did an excellent job filming that.
Oh, I missed that. Hang on. Go back one more.
Yeah, that was a little fast there.
Special thanks to all the crew and locals who helped. Oh, we got some locals to team up. Hell yeah. Way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. I love that he had like this. Okay, take it easy, Jeff. Jeez. He had like this, like almost like a double. It was like there was a build-up. And he was like in the verse, and it was vibing, and then he like built it up again to the chorus, and like the verse felt really full, like after everything kicked in, right? Felt really full, and then it was like he made it fuller again. That was cool. It was a really
it was crazy because I love the first verse, how it's just like
broken down.
He said it in the story and shit. And he's like, well, you know what? Fuck it, let it burn. And then the chorus is like, I'm just gonna do whatever, right? And then second verse was like a country rap is like the best thing
he really was doing like these,
and like the instruments didn't change. It was all vocal delivery.
He was doing these cadences that were doing rap things. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that vocal, that's the thing people don't understand is like when they're songwriting, back to songwriting, if you guys didn't see yesterday's video,
a lot of information at the end of that one. You got to wait till the end of it, but there's a lot of information in there.
It doesn't take much. Like a lot of people go, oh, well, I want this song to like build up or be bigger. Well, you don't necessarily have to change every instrument or every vocal line. You can change one thing, and that one thing could be a vocal delivery. It could be a different drum beat.
It could be leaving the bass out in the first verse and putting it back in the second verse.
Yeah,
just the low end of a song can make or break or completely change the tone. I mean, it's wild what you can do with the simplest things.
Yeah. So. That was an excellent move.
That was awesome. That whole song was total vibe. Yeah. Who was this dude? We got a Shaboozey. Okay.
That is
Jeff. We don't need Jeff. Okay, just tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow. Check out tomorrow's episode. We got something special coming for you. I got to look at what's going on here. He has 43.3 thousand subscribers. Dude, this has you said it has 1 million views.
1 million views, 3 weeks. That's crazy.
That is numbers, my man.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. That's a great song. That was a really good song.
It's gonna go on my playlist.
I love the double build. It's got kind of like that the last Upchurch song we listened to, where it's kind of got like that. I don't even know what to call it, man. It's just got like
jump the gun.
Yeah, jump the gun. It's got like this movement to it where it kind of just like keeps the pace going and kind of keeps you vibing the whole time. I like that, dude. I've been really digging that with these last few that we've seen. Yeah. It's nice. Really good. Really 5 out of 5, dude. That was amazing.
5 out of 5.
And I don't know if you're from Virginia or if you're from California, Shaboozey or whatever, if you ever come across this reaction, if you make your way out to Wyoming or if you're ever in the area, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, let us know, man. Hit us up. We're here. You're welcome to come hang. We'll meet you. We'll meet you for a beer. We can hook you up with shows. We can do whatever we need to. So. Yeah. That was awesome. Way to go, dude. 5 out of 5. Nailed it.
All
100% nailed it. And way to go for the local help. Good on you, man.
If you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, saunter on down a country road and leave a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. Click the bell. Become part of the notification gang. And we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Ow.
That'll be a lead-in for tomorrow's episode.
Jeff Castellucci.
There. Yeah. We're there. We have landed. Do you like my fucking Volkswagen shirt, by the way? You haven't said anything about it.
Yeah.
Found this at Marshall's. It was $4.
Oh, really? I thought it was a donut shirt.
No.
Because they're all about that Volkswagen.
I know. They love it, right? Food. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't really care for Golfs. I think they're... look, it's the same way I am with Subarus. I have my iterations, right? Golf R, basically the only one that's worth a damn, as far as I'm concerned. Like GTI, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like this body style. I think the 80s.
I do like that body
I like
style.
the boxy body style. I think that's
I hate driving
cool.
them.
Are they shit?
They look cool.
I bet they're shit, yeah.
Oh, dude, fuck.
Just, it's that 80s shit, right?
Ride
it's
like a radio flyer wagon,
It's
dude.
like the fucking Toyota. It's like you get in and you're just on rails, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I can feel everything in the car when I, you know.
You hit an ant in the road, you feel it.
Just
you
like
know.
the steering wheel just is connected to everything, right?
Yeah.
Like it's connected to the gearbox and the gauges on the thing. Yeah, you can feel everything. But I will say the Golf R, I think, is like it's like the only one.
It's
really.
one of the best ones they ever built. Now, here's the thing. When I say one of the best ones ever built, I don't mean most reliable, okay? I just mean it was the coolest one they ever built.
See, and that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Just like Subarus, like an STI. Coolest one I think they ever built. However, is it the most? No, it's a race car. That's exactly what the Golf. It's literally Subaru's version or Volkswagen's version of an STI. It's hey, here's all-wheel drive, race suspension.
They built it to compete against the STI in rally.
In the rally, that makes sense. That makes
total sense.
sense.
And they had to sell a certain amount in order to qualify that car to use it in the rally.
Really? Oh, okay. And that was probably when the fucking what was the two-door Subaru STI, that badass blue one. That was probably when that one was making its rounds, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The STI.
And then they ended up banning that one for a little while.
Yep.
And it was,
because it won like 8 in a row or something like that. And they were like, okay, dude.
Won like
you got to sit it out for a couple years.
Like, you got to let somebody else win.
It's like, why?
It's like, good.
I built the best car. What do you want from me, man?
Yeah.
It's not my fault. There's fucking 4-cylinder turbos wasting all these other cars.
That's like the Daytona. Okay, you remember Dodge made that Daytona, and it had the big ass fucking wing on it and shit. Here's the deal: in order for them to run that in NASCAR, because NASCAR used to be stock car racing, that's what NASCAR is, or what it used to be. But stock car racing, you could modify it a little bit, but it still had to be a car that the public could buy.
It had to be street legal, basically, right? Well, not their car, but like it had to be. It had to be
one that has been sold. They had to sell 5,000 units, or maybe it's 500 or 5,000, but they had to sell a certain amount of units in order for that car to be used in the stock car racing.
Okay.
Well, the Daytona, they sold like just barely over. Like they were just like, they're stupid expensive to make.
That's an ugly fucking car too.
All they did was they took a Dodge Charger.
It looks like a Charger, yeah.
They took the Dodge Charger and they hired a dude who did like aerodynamics, and they're like, come and make this car faster. And he's like, okay, cool. And so they're like, okay, what kind of motor? He's like, you don't need to change the motor. It makes plenty of power.
Yeah, it's got a fucking Hemi in it. That's fine. Yeah.
They're like, okay, what about a gear drive? He's like, well, we don't need to worry about that. He goes, what we're going to do is instead of this big wall catching all the wind in the front,
slim it down.
We're going to put a cone on it. And so they did their first, I think they did 500 laps in the testing grounds with the cone. And it was like 5 seconds faster per lap.
Jesus.
Like, gained a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
But then they were having issues with it coming loose in the fucking corners. So he's like, we'll put a wing on it.
A big fucking wing on it.
Put the biggest fucking wing on it. So they put a wing on it. Boom. Problem solved.
It.
And they had it with 2x4s and cardboard and shit.
Of course they did, yeah.
And then they're like,
that's some trailer park boy shit.
So they took Dodge Chargers or Challengers that were already being built. They shut the whole production down for like 10 days.
And just
had a whole bunch of nose cones put on. And it was like, okay, cool. Sell them to the public. And so that's how the Dodge Daytona came to be.
They took a Challenger and a Charger.
Shit that was already built.
And basically sanded off the hood, put pop up and down headlights in it.
Yeah.
And slapped a wing on the back, and we're like, send it.
Yep.
We win. Send it.
It's crazy. And then they ended up banning that car, too.
Well, I was going to say, that car was doing 10-second quarter miles, wasn't it?
They had to tune the car down.
Yeah.
Because they
500 horsepower in that fucking
during
thing.
Races, it was reaching speeds of like 204, 205 miles an hour, which back in the 60s and 70s was like unheard of.
That's like, yeah, that's crazy.
So they started putting restrictor plates in them, and then everybody was all upset. Well, if you're gonna put restrictor plates on mine, you have to put it on theirs too. And then so everybody got all butthurt because they couldn't build a car that was just as fast. And then now you have the NASCAR racing you have now where they're all basically the same.
Yeah, it's like regulations are like,
the point in that?
You have this motor, you race this body shell, you can have this amount of stickers on it, and you can only have this much horsepower.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, all of these motors will make 3,000 fucking horsepower, and they're like, yeah, you can only have 1,000, and it's like, okay, well,
okay.
I guess you, at a certain point you got to even it out, right? If it's going to be a race, you got to make it fair somehow. So it's like, what? In order to make it totally fair,
see, ever since they did that, like the whole like race car market for the public has really just sucked. I mean, you got what? Dodge has the Demon and the Hellcat, and like they're the only ones really doing anything.
Yeah, what's Chevy doing? Chevy's had something, didn't they?
They came out with the Camaro, what is it, the ZL1 or whatever, which was like that was pretty cool. But like
Chevy's got the C8 right now,
and then they have the C8 now, which they're blowing transmissions left and right. So
they just never.
And Ford is like an electric Mustang.
Oh my god, yeah. Ford's like, hey, you guys want a Bronco? And it's like, not really. Especially the way you guys made it. I want a Bronco. I don't want what you guys fucking made. What the hell is that thing, dude? It's like this half Bronco Chevy Blazer thing. What the hell?
So like, I think with the old school competitive of NASCAR, people were getting cooler cars in the public market, because they had to sell a certain amount in order for them to use that car in competition.
It's weird that Ford, with its accolades in racing and bootleg and moonshining, all that stuff. Yeah. It's weird, like Prohibition. It's weird that with all of their accolades in racing and the GT40 and all that, that they're the ones that are like, we're going to go electric. Everything. All of our Mustangs are going to have hybrid electric engines in them. Okay.
Whatever, dude.
But why do you got to pump sound into the car?
Yeah.
Don't just, if you're going to buy an electric car, you know what you're getting. You're just getting a battery, dude.
I think if I were on that team, be like, well, it's not a Mustang.
Exactly.
Just say we're discontinuing the Mustang.
This is our new, different named thing.